Hey friends, Barkey Dog here, back with another quick movie review. This time it's Psycho-Pass Providence, a new anime in limited release on the big screen. So I just got back from seeing this here movie at the theater, and this is just my quick impression of it. What's it about? Well, this one is set in a futuristic dystopian society around the year 2118 or so. Japan is the only society that has managed to remain neutral and thereby unaffected by global issues. They have a unique AI program called Sybil that runs everything. The government is debating whether or not they should push this out to the rest of the world and bring order out of chaos. Meanwhile, there's a religious cult of sorts of ex-military mercenary soldiers who are trying to steal an important algorithm, which, when combined with an AI like Sybil, can create a super intelligence that can predict and stop wars before they happen, or it could exacerbate or even cause conflicts. So this thing could be used for good or for evil. And guess which side this military cult is on? Now, the government has several competing divisions within it, all vying to sort of run things. Our heroine is Akane, a police inspector called in on a case involving the theft of this algorithm, when basically the feds show up and try to take over. The feds, here being the Foreign Affairs Office. Akane and her team keep working the case, and eventually both factions have to team up to fight the bad guys. So how about it? Is this thing any good? Well, usually I like to go to the subtitled animes, but this time I had to go to the dubbed version. Turns out that was a good call, not only because the English voice acting is very good in this, but because the writing here is very dense and has a high level of complexity that made it a bit tricky to figure out what was going on at first. Turns out that Psycho-Pass is actually a very big franchise, and it's been around about a decade, with manga, several TV series, animated movies, and even a live-action movie, I think. I didn't know about any of that, so I kind of went in cold. Even so, while it would have helped to know about this world and the players and everything ahead of time, I found I could still watch Psycho-Pass Providence as a standalone picture just fine. I was able to fill in the blanks and follow the narrative and all that. Might have been harder reading subtitles at the same time, though. The animation is excellent, and I love the design aesthetic. The architecture and the way the police helicopters and body armor and weapons all have these Tron-ish illuminated lines all over them. The police firearms are pretty cool and morph into various configurations depending on how much power they need to use. One interesting thing about these guns is that the AI instantaneously scans a target and gives a threat assessment. If it determines the target is a true threat, it allows the cop to fire the weapon. But if the threat index is too low, it locks the weapon and you can't use it. Of course, the bad guys have found a way to mask their threat index, which causes problems for our heroes. They also have these cool little holographic wrist communicators that I liked. The series was partly inspired by Blade Runner and other cyberpunk sources, and we can see that here with implanted cyber chips and other stuff. Anyway, this is a rare case where I'd recommend the dubbed version if, like me, you're new to Psycho-Pass, as it'll make it easier to follow the story. And as I say, the voice acting was very good. So I did like this, and now I want to go check out other Psycho-Pass installments. So there you go. If you want to see a really good sci-fi anime, catch this one in theaters while you can or on Blu-ray later. Looks great on the big screen though. You take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.